What's going on? So I've noticed this trend for a few years now where if Muslims are engaged in anything negative anywhere around the world, Hindus will interject and start bashing them and their religion. Now we see that with the recent riots in France where um, Hindus are starting to bash Muslims over their nationalities on social media. And yes, the majority of rioters in France were North African Muslim youth. But what do these riots have to do with anything to do with Hindus or India? You guys are antagonizing Muslims of different nationalities who pose no threat to you or are irrelevant to you. The critique, the criticism, the vitriol you should be reserved for the Muslims of the Indian subcontinent, the Muslims of Pakistan and India. The rest of these Muslims are actually partners with India. That's why you never hear Prime Minister Modi criticizing Islam. Prime Minister Modi was in Egypt and was awarded the highest civilian medal in that country. India needs Muslim countries more than Muslim country needs India. I don't see, this is the problem with this blind hate that a lot of these hyper nationalist Hindus have. They think India is some sort of superpower in their imaginary world. India is not a superpower. The reason why China can get away with the way it treats its Muslims and nobody objects is because China is an economic superpower. It has economic clout. India is not even a fraction of China. If Prime Minister Modi started saying this anti-Islamic rhetoric out loud, what if Iran and the Gulf Arab countries and Nigeria, where majority of the oil from India comes from, what if they started to say no more oil shipments to India? The Indian economy will collapse within a few weeks. So these fucking Hindu hyper RSS Hindutva shitheads, they're low IQ trolls, and they're creating antagonism from different Muslim communities, Muslim nationalities against ordinary Hindu people. This blind hate is not going to get you anywhere. I understand Islam is a toxic religion, but you still have to be cordial. I still have Muslim friends. I think Islam is a abhorrent religion, but I still have Muslim friends, but I don't, engage with them on a negative, I don't bash them. I don't bash their religion. Somebody someone tells me Assalamu alaikum, I'm going to reply wa alaikum salam and keep it moving. So this blind hate of Islam and Muslims in general is counterproductive, is going to, backfire on India. Don't you forget that there's millions of Hindus who are benefiting from Muslim countries who are living in the Gulf? Yes, there might be abuses here and there, but over $40 billion in remittances are sent from the Gulf Arab Muslim countries to India. India benefits more from Muslim countries than the other way around. Recently, UAE is going to be opening up one of the largest or the first Hindu temples in their country. The change is gradual. There will be Hindu temples throughout the Gulf countries in a few decades. My thing is, do not project the South Asian Muslim onto the rest, onto other Muslim nationalities. The South Asian Muslim is toxic. He is an exception. He is special, and he should be bashed because he is a degenerate. He is a backward, insecure, radical degenerate. But Senegalese Muslims, they pose no danger to you. Nigerian Muslims pose no danger to you. And you talk about the OIC. What about the OIC? The OIC is just lip service, man. The OIC, the Organization of Islamic Countries, they're a non-factor. The Arabs are solidly with India. Saudi Arabia has invested hundreds of billions of dollars in India, not Pakistan. Pakistan is irrelevant now. So we need to build bridges with Middle Eastern and African Muslim countries. That's what India needs to do, and that's what India is doing, and doing a great job at it. But these RSS Hindutva shithead trolls need to stop, man, because they're giving Indians and Hindus a bad name. You're just going to be known as some toxic lunatics, anti-Muslim bigots. That's not what you want to be known for. You have to engage, you have to dialogue. This is what's going on in our country. And many of these Muslim nationalities, they're receptive to Hindus and Indians. They like them, believe it or not. And you know, once the Islamic regime in Iran falls this century, will be one of the monumental moments in this century, and I can't wait to see it. And you will gradually see Islam really disappearing on a political level. But those are my thoughts. And even in Turkey, man, the average Turk does not hate Hindus or Indians. The average Turk is actually secular. Now they have an Islamist prime minister, but that party is going to be gone in the next 10 years. The nationalists are going to take over in the next 10 years, and they're secular. This is going to happen throughout the Middle East and Africa. Don't project Pakistani. Don't think the average Muslim is a Pakistani Muslim. The Indian Muslim, he is backward, he's ignorant, he's uneducated, he's low IQ. You can't project them onto other Muslims. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think.